Okay. Are we live? I think we're live. Sick. Okie dokie, what were we doing? We were building AI girls. Sick. And I had to delete the earlier part because I managed to dox myself. Or not me, but rather, what is it? Google managed to dox me. So, it's kind of peak. Anyways, let's get to work. Okay, you know what? This is not super long. I'm glad cursor rules kind of works now. It's supposed to return an answer within 4 sentences. This is this is actually 4 sentences, right? Okay. Is the pomegranate running? Oh, the pomegranate was not running. Let's do 1 more hour of pomegranate training. And then we call it a day, right? Trust call, LLM bind tools. Okay. Native tool calling. Yeah, so I want to run the model locally because, I don't want to burn through tokens. So, base chat model. Def bind tools. Okay, where is bind tools? Def bind tools. Okay. Works because it uses only model.invoke. Yeah. I don't need to know this, man. Like, there's so much slop in this answer. It bothers me. The separate API based model. I'm not doing that. Bind tools. Okay. Now, how do I implement this? This is quite tedious, isn't it? Dschlop cursor. Let's see. Should logic should be correct. Plus cleaning. I don't know. I don't know if you should make like a commit this large though. I also just okay. Okie dokie. Was that wrong? I hope that one was right. That one was right. Okay. I am building a LLM. Wait, shoot. I think you can hear outside the window. That's not good. Anyways, I am building a of the chain using I need to implement bind tools. What do I need to do for this? Okay, I literally told this idiot to deslop, huh? Why is it still slopping everywhere? Like, what? 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 Why is it? Why? Like, okay. Concise and plain, sure. Keep your answers as short as possible. Be to the point. It still generates this slop. Like, what is this slop? Huh? This is so bloody long. Okay, anyways, let's just figure out what the hell this rat bastard ChatGPT wants. Okay, so I just need to take self tools. I don't even know what like tools is, right? What? Why would you deep copy? LangChain expects tool. Okay. This is so dumb. ChatGPT is so stupid. Claude. Do this for me. And also effort, not high. Medium. Locally run LLM. I think I'm using Qwen 3. I think it's 3 or 3.5. I don't know. I think it's Qwen 3, right? This model. What do I need to do for this? Actually, HuggingFace.com. Qwen. This Qwen 3.6. Yeah, okay. Qwen 3.5 only has 9 billion parameters, which I remember that I could not train. So I believe I am using Qwen 3, 5 billion parameters, I reckon. Okay, sounds about right. Qwen 3 was blah blah blah. Bind tools, Qwen chat model, bind tools, self tools, kargs. Get out of here. Get out of here. Self tools, sequence. I don't know. Union base tool and dict. And what is KW-args? That's just other named args, I reckon. And then what do we need to output of this? We need to output self, right? I believe. So super.bindTools just raises a not implemented error, right? Let's just oh, what? Convert to OpenAI tool. Wait, is it that simple? What's going on here? Like, why is it slopping? Store tools, override the bind tools to store the tool schemas. Okay, so this means that I have to have another tools argument in the model, right? Tools thing. Yeah. So equals none. Let's okie dokie. Let's see what's going on here. So LangChain or.utils.function import convert to OpenAI. So this basically just converts things into OpenAI tools, right? I mean, that's straightforward enough. Why do I need copy? Why do I need copy? This scares me. Copy scares me. I don't know. I don't know where we need copy. Return self.copy.update. Self.copy update. Wait, why? What does this mean? I don't even know. So I guess I just, yeah. Union base tool. Where does it import base tool? LangChain core tools import base tool. So it binds a sequence of tools and dictionaries, right? Okay. Convert to OpenAI tool if instance tool base tool else t and tools. So equals self.copy update tools equals new tools. Can't we just change it in place though? Why does it need to do that? Does it automatically like bind tools when you run it? Okay, I don't need tool messages yet, I reckon. Whatever. Let's just see what happens. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, I'll be kind of sad. I don't reckon it's gonna work. Okay, VRAM. Hopefully, VRAM. Yes, VRAM. I do like VRAM. VRAM is very cool. I love VRAM. Do you ever just VRAM? Okay, here's a user message. Bind tools is in fact working. Oh, Azaria is responding. Hello there. What brings you to my realm? Okay. Okay. Schizophrenia. I don't know where schizo. Oh wait, no, I think that's the channel. Sick. So we can commit this. Get out of here. Bind tools for Hugging Face model. Okay, so now she more or less should have long-term memory, right? I believe that's how it works. I don't know why I need to type it twice. Kind of weird. Anyways, let's just clean up some print statements that I left lying around somewhere. Where's the print statements? I don't see print here. I don't see print here. Okay, there's no print here, and print here. Print channel, print type channel. Okay, get out. Get out. Print statements. Okie dokie, commit. Now let's see if this AI has any memory, right? Yeah, you get here. Okay. Tell me about the history of cooking dinosaurs. Let's see what Azaria cooks up. This latency is kind of high though. I should probably also debug Azaria. Or I should debug how long it takes for her to generate a message, because latency is going to be a big problem, right? Or I can more or less stream the message, right? But I don't know. That's for the future. Streaming the message is for the future. I think it's probably better to stream the message, especially if it's for like text and stuff. Low latency does matter. Having her instantly start typing is cool, but I also don't want it to be so instant that it feels very unnatural. And also, look at this. Okay, so this is a problem, right? Azaria, she always generates messages in chunks of 3, which I find really annoying. So, ideally, she generates in not chunks of 3. I don't like this very much. Let's see if her memory works. Azaria, what did we just talk about? Does she know? Talked about things. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Azaria, what is your first message to me? Hello there. Close enough, but you're still kinda stupid. Why is she saying darling? Okay, get out of here, Azaria. Okay, now let's put her in debugging mode. Retrieve memory, generate response. Okay. So, memory context. What is memory context? Memory context equals store.search listing, and then we want to print memory context. Because let's just see if she actually remembers anything. So here I believe Azaria should store literally every message, right? Okay. Okay. What was that? I do wonder. I don't see anything in the memory context. Okay. Tell me what I just said. I don't see anything regarding memory context. She's lobotomized. What? She's actually lobotomized. Publishing message from user. Okay. Why is that not working? Printf memory context, return memory context, memory store dot search. Okay. This should be a bit better for debugging, because I wasn't sure this was even being executed, right? It should be. It should be. Does she see anything? I don't think she sees anything. Yeah, I am speaking gibberish. No, thank you. I don't think I see memory. Memory context empty. Okay. Okay, that's annoying. So, does that mean that she is just not recording the memory? Store memory. Memory manager.invoke. Okay. Okay. I guess we do need to inject the tools, right? Let's just see what happens if we inject the tools. Get over here. Self.generate, right? And then we have message, apply chat template, tools equals self.tools, if self.tools, else. Okay, yeah, it's the same regardless, because the representation of that is the same. Skip special tokens equals true. Config skip special tokens equals true dot strip. Why is this? I don't know. Parse tool calls from the output. Wait, do you need parse response? Hold up. Lang chain base model. Base language model. I don't think it's base language model. Base chat model. Wait, this is actually interesting. All language models base must inherit from base language model. I don't think this is what I'm looking for though. Okay, base chat model. What do I need for this? What do I need to implement for this? A invoke is everything. Okay, all of this is the same. What's key imperative methods? Okay, all of this stuff I assume is pretty much the same, right? Batch as completed. You know, why am I running this locally? Because it's more fun. It's a lot more interesting this way. Key declarative methods. So, bind tools. All of this stuff, LLM type property. Okay, so all of this is required, eh? Or LLM type and also generate are required, obviously. Okay, I guess I might as well ask cursor. This is going to burn through my cursor tokens. looking to implement long-term memory for my agent. I now need to implement bind tools for this to work. Can you look at my implementation of stuff and look for problems as appears that what is the problem? Memory is not being okay. I think the problem is that the actual language model doesn't call the tools because I'm not passing it into stuff correctly, but I might be wrong. Okay, let's just ask cursor. Let's see what cursor comes up with. Cook, cursor, cook. 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 Cook, cook, cook. I wish cursor was real. Anyways, how are my cursor tokens looking? I don't want to dox myself. I want to go into here. Okay. Cursor dashboard. Cursor.com. Oh wait, shoot. Oh, never mind. I'll look at it later. Fetch, go fetch. See, it bothers me that cursor doesn't know like anything about langmem, right? Guy's kind of stupid. Building stuff publicly is pretty cool. Just kind of chilling. You know, what do you think can lead to a higher viewer count? Becoming a 2D girl? What? Crazy. Crikey. I wish Australia was real. I've never heard of Australia. What's it like over there? What is happening? Why is cursor taking so long? Oh no. Cursor is also lobotomized. All of these AI tools are lobotomized. I don't know what to make of it. So what can I do while waiting, right? Or I guess I can probably look at what memory tools invoke does, right? Okay, you know what? Sure. Cursor, 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 cursor. Cursor, cursor, cursor. Yeah. Retrieve memory bypasses memory manager. Or a search. Not raw memory store.search. Memory manager.search. I see. There's a lot of problems with this. Okay, you know what? Thanks, cursor. Memory manager.search. Store memory to pass the real user message as full state as lang chain messages. Why is it not doing that? Store memory sends the wrong conversation. That's a classic. Oh boy, I am truly #1 software engineer, aren't I? Expects user plus assistant, right? Yeah. Only one message is sent. Is AI JSON response mislabeled as user? Okay. So messages equals this, right? Roll. So we need user AI assistant, right? Content is state messages -1 dot content. This is -2, so -1's the most recent one. State. What is state? State is this, right? Username messages. Does it have no, it doesn't. So what is memory oh no. So messages should just be the raw back and forth, right? So I reckon messages -2 should be user, I believe. Yes. It's earlier. Trying to learn from its own JSON, not the real exchange. It's JSON output, right? So, okay. We also need to convert the AI's messages from JSON into something else. So what does the AI's messages look like right now? Messages equals this, and also actually, hold up. Message for message in state. What is it? Parsed messages. State parsed messages. Why? Can I not do the list comprehension? Wait. Hold up. State messages. Parse messages. What am I doing? What is cursor doing? Role assistant content message for message in state parsed messages. Okay, so I believe this is a user messages, right? So then if we look at parsed messages, what do we get? Okay, no, parse LLM output. What does parse LLM output do? Agent.utils. Parse LLM output returns messages, which is what? List of, oh, bloody hell, it's a list of strings. Actually, wait. No, okay, that's good. Because we are converting all of this into dictionaries. So, now what? Now what? Okay, fix store messages to pass real user methods. Full state messages, lang chain messages, fix retrieve memory. Memory manager dot search config equals configurable. Okay, so this just remains the same. Memory manager, right? Manage retrieve memory. Where's retrieve memory? Dot search. Okay, what is it searching? So I guess it looks at this, right? So to process, which is all of the stuff that's being stored into the memory. And then stuff that's searching, now it's looking for what? State messages -1. So user message, which equals state messages -1 dot content, because at this point, I believe it is still on the user's turn. So then we go search user message, right? User message. Yes. Okay. That's not what I need. Config equals configurable, all of this stuff. Yeah, I don't need this. Implement tool call parsing and generate and pass it through tool choice. Pass through, what is tool choice? Add logging around. Okay. Memory manager.invoke. So I do have logging, so this is fine. Persistence. This is also fine. I don't really care about this right now. Implement real tool call parsing and Hugging Face model generate. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say cursor do my work. How long do I have on pomegranate? 25 minutes. Okay. You know what? That's fine. My back kind of hurts though. What am I doing? I don't know. I don't know. Ay. So, how do I fix this? Honor tool choice if passed. I generate. Okay, I'm just gonna vibe code this stuff. See, I don't know how you're supposed to use AI effectively, right? It's like, I don't want to vibe code the entire thing because I also want to learn. But at the same time, it's like, it's super slow building stuff without AI. And I guess I do have the time to really understand everything that goes on. Okie dokie. Memory state manager. Writes via manager, and then that's using that. Store memory stands the wrong conversation. It's kind of funny. No top level config. Passed into memory. Config equals store memory. Passed into memory manager. Retrieve memory does not pass any config, so even a fixed search call. What? Oh, I see. So we have to bind the actual config to the store memory, right? I believe that's how it works. Okay. Sure. Okay. Not concerned about persistent memory for now. I am purely looking for for session memory just as a baseline. Can you implement? I have a couple of fixes, mostly regarding the function calls for memory retrieval. Can you implement what? The things needed for generate and bind tools. Not touch anything. Do not think unless absolutely necessary. I don't know. I feel like my cursor agent's kind of lobotomized. She's pretty stupid. See, you know what I find very interesting? I just called cursor a she because I'm so used to talking about my AI, which is a she, so that like instinctively in my mind, it's like all AIs are a she. It's very interesting. I think this is AI psychosis. Probably is AI psychosis, honestly. Okay, I guess what do we want to do while we're just waiting for cursor to do stuff? I wanna talk about rocks. Yep. Wow, I do love cursor vibe coding. I'm not looking to build like anything super profitable here, right? I'm just looking to build cool AI thing. Also, here's the architecture. Wow, look at this architecture. Crazy. Wow, yippee. I love architecture. How long do we have? 21 minutes of the pomegranate remaining. Okie dokie. Pomegranate. Do you ever just like pomegranate? Grenade? Yep. I'm burning through all of my cursor tokens with this project. That's okay. When does my cursor tokens reset? That resets in a couple of... Oh, vibe coding. Oh, vibe coding. Oh, what is this? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? I can probably just review cursor stuff if it works and also is clean enough. I will call it a day. What is cursor trying to do? I'm scared. I am scared. If self.tools, else 100. So, okay, what does this do? Change no tool template 100 token default plain text AI message. Why is it plain text? Dude, I need JSON, man. Okay, you know what? Oh wait, never mind. I already got the AI to generate the message in the JSON format. Let's just see whether or not cursor's code works. If it does work, while I won't be surprised, I will have to slop my way through stuff. If it doesn't work, well, yep, cursor, it just exploded. Wait, never mind, that's not even cursor's code, it's mine. Memory store manager dot search. What is this? Memory manager. Okay, yeah, it's fricked. Okie dokie. So, what are we looking at here? Memory manager, create memory store manager, memory store manager. Okie dokie. Memory store. Langmem memory store manager. Memory API reference, memory store manager, create memory store manager. Base chat model returns a memory store manager. What does memory store manager do? Okay. So what do I do with a memory store manager, right? Like, here it has store equals in memory store, right? Manager equals create memory store manager. It defines the namespace here, but I am filling it out at runtime. And memory store. Okay, what's config? Wait, actually, what is config? What? Memory by defining memory schema. Default factory. What is config here? What? What the frick? What the freaky wiki? Oh, config runnable. Why am I so stupid? Manager. You know what? I might as well just go to like the GitHub at this point and just see what's going on. Langmem. Where's the memory manager? Langmem knowledge extraction. Okie dokie. Knowledge extraction. Hey, memory store manager. There we go. There we go. What are we looking at here? Okay, so property store. This is just store stuff. Yeah, this is kind of painful. line manager output. Like, what am I looking for? Okay, this is a invoke. I assume it's pretty much the same thing as invoke, right? I'm just running it synchronously for now, so that's okay. Config, okay. Self input. Memory store manager input was my thing. It takes one positional argument, but two are given. Okay. Does it have to do that? Why am I so bad? Store equals self.store, right? So where is self.store used? I don't know. Store.put. Entry point store equals store. It's a lot of references to stores. Costco's a good store. I wish Costco was real. Self.query gen namespace self namespace config, right? Okay. Yeah, I have no idea how it works. I actually just have zero clue. So, change of plans. Review this code. Hopefully it works. Actually, I'd rather review it in the file itself. Okay, imports. Tool call pattern. I don't know if this is actual tool call pattern to it. Define message to dict. Why? Okay, because it's what's expected by Qwen, but doesn't it already do that? Yeah, it already converts message to dict here. Okay, I'm just gonna reference like langmem, because I swear you're not supposed to write this many helper functions. It's just very slop filled. Message dicts equals for mm messages. I mean, it's literally the same thing, right? If instance, yeah. Okay. Type replace AI assistant, because we already have system, right? Okay. Do we need, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have this helper function, I will admit. It's alright. If instance role equals assistant content message content, or if message dot tool calls. I guess this is more viable, right? So is this what Qwen expects for tool calls? We have what? Message tool calls type function ID tc. What is this? Tool call dot get, right? For tool call and message dot tool call. So every message has tool calls, right? And then these are all just the different tool calls in it, I reckon. Yes. Function name, tool call name, arguments, tool call arguments. Okay. And then, you know, sure, I don't have anything against this. I'm just trying to find a reason to not like this AI code. It's alright. I don't see any reason for getting rid of it, other than I just don't like more functions. But I think so long as this is used multiple times, or it's not used a lot of times, it's okay. It's okay. Parse tool calls. Sure. Template kwargs. Like, this feels very extra to me, right? Template kwargs, kwrgs. I mean, it doesn't change anything, but it works. Self.tools. Okay. So for the tool call, what does it do? It looks at memory thing, right? It looks at instructions for memory and kind of saves stuff to memory, I assume. I don't know. Apply chat template. Okay. What is this? Max new tokens else 100. Okay, I don't like 100. It's setting a random magic number here. Why is max length? Okay, now that's me. Why does it just set max length at 100? You don't need 100. Else, why is there a max length even? Max new tokens equals kwrgs.get max tokens. So kwrgs is what? Like, okay, I guess it's here in generate. So when it calls generate, what happens? Load model LLM bind tools. Where's it calls it internally when you invoke it, right? Yeah, I believe that's how it works. And where do you invoke it? You invoke it somewhere in the graph. LLM.invoke. Where is LLM.invoke? Retrieve memory. Response store. Where's generate? Okay, here's generate response. Model.invoke prompt, right? Okay. Args config.get or config.get. Really? Why? Max new tokens. Okay, just use config, man. Just use configs max new tokens. This is just slop. Right? Like, I don't see a reason for having this. Okay. This is slop. I'm gonna just extend the max new tokens here. I think this isn't a bad idea, so long as it's used multiple times. But I feel like since it's only used once, it just kind of feels like bloat to me. Tools equals self.tools. Okay, you know what? Sure, we need that. Generate equals chat generates a message, AI message, message equals AI message, content equals content, or this if tool calls, else response. Tool calls equals tool calls. Parse tool calls message. Okay, so this is just helper functions or parsing stuff. I don't like the idea of it, but you know, that's okay. That's okay. You know, that's fine actually. Having multiple smaller functions for breaking down a bigger function so it doesn't do everything, that I believe is good standards for programming. Yes. Okay. Bind tools. Why? Self.copy update tools, formatted tools, tool choice. I have no idea what this is. I don't know. Wait, shoot, that was supposed to be like the one thing that I actually need to check. What am I doing, man? Formatted tools is instance-based tool files for and tools. So this just converts it to the OpenAI template for tools, right? And then self.copy update. Tool trace kwargs.get tool choice. I don't know what this does. I actually just don't know what it does. This is not good. I should not be writing code that I don't know what it does. Bloody hell. Okay, you know, I think it's alright. I think it's alright. We should be good. And then so it also wants me to implement all of this stuff. Okay, you know, I just don't have the energy to do it right now. I'm just gonna say, are we gonna do it today? I don't think we're doing this today. I think the brain is a bit fried. You know what? That was our test stream. Things kind of worked, things didn't really work, but it is what it is. And you know what, gamers? I think that's all that matters. Goodbye, gamers. I'll see you tomorrow.